This is what the fuck are we talking about? And I am the man with his dick in his hand, the dude with no lube, and the buck who likes to fuck. A-Rod.
The host with the most Facebook posts. The adult male, fresh out on bail. Straight out of jail, California dreaming. When I step on the scene, hear them hoochies screaming. Fiending for money and alcohol, the life of the West Side. Playing where cowards die, and it's all ball.
Bro, what the fuck you talking about?
Pardon me. Petty, hard, away.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are we talking about? The show about what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what the fuck are we talking about? And I am the man with his dick in his hand, the dude with no lube,
Check.
and the buck who likes to fuck. A-Rod. Boom!
The host.
God damn it, I did it again. I just went to
Facebook
cut.
posts.
Yeah, I just went to cut instead of fade.
The
Fuck.
adult male, fresh
Yeah.
out.
Cool.
All right, fuck it.
We're just here.
We go right on.
All right.
That's how we do it to it.
Yeah.
Capping.
No,
Let me check here.
fucking tranny. We sound good?
I'm gonna check your volume.
Because my mic's the one that always acts the fool. Oh, we sound good. You actually turned me up a little bit. My voice is a little hoarse, too.
Like a pony?
Yeah. Yes.
There you go. All you gotta do is talk into it.
Yeah.
You forget sometimes.
Yes. I do. Sometimes it's over there and I'm talking. You're like, Aaron, the mic. Sorry, guys.
Microphone, buddy.
My bad. Apologies. But we're back once again. Saturday night, live. Follow us everywhere on Instagram, on Podbean, on fucking iTunes, on Facebook. That's where we're at right now, dumb shits.
Yep.
And pretty much everywhere else. We won't be here next week. You're going away, right? You're going bye-bye?
I will be bye-bye. I think. Yeah.
Cool.
And then
It's nice to get away.
Yeah, I need it. I have to get away from the northeast for a bit, or else I may go insane.
Right. See, I love the Northeast. I'm just going to be here probably forever. But I did want to get away last weekend, but we didn't. My brother
Well, it's
or my
not
sister.
due to the region.
Right.
It's due to the people
Oh,
in the
well.
region.
There's people everywhere,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So I need to go somewhere where it's not as insane.
Yeah.
With the, you already know.
Yeah.
With all the policies.
My sister had her baby
Yeah. Nice.
on April's birthday,
Sweet.
on the 15th. So now my wife has to share her birthday with my brother Matt's daughter, Ava, and now my sister's son, Cade.
Yeah.
All have the same birthday, 4/15.
Sweet. That makes it easy. You
Sort
don't
of.
got to remember multiple birthdays.
But you know what's really crazy? April's dad and me, we have the same birthday.
Nice.
Yep. And Aubrey, day before me. 8 more hours, and she would have had her dad, and grandfather all at the same birthday.
It makes everything easy. I like that.
Your mom and Marky have the same birthday, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Like, really?
I know. I've never had to remember someone's birthday.
Yeah, you're pretty lucky.
I feel like it's cheated. Like, I don't have to remember my own, number one. My dad's is on Halloween.
Oh, that's fucking easy.
And
You're right.
theirs is the same day, which is the first day of spring
Right.
also. And I don't remember anybody else's birthday. That's
Right.
it. I don't
Right.
remember.
Facebook. If it wasn't for Facebook,
Yeah.
I'd forget everybody's
I
fucking
don't know,
birthday.
yeah. Growing up, my best friend's birthday was on the 4th of July. I have to remember that.
Right.
Everybody's birthday was like on a day.
I remember a few, like, John's is October 20th, I think.
I can remember the month, never the day.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, your birthday
Ben's
this
is
month.
November
don't
8th, I
care about
think.
the day.
I think that's the only ones I can remember. Facebook reminds me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I
My
gotta,
bad.
I gotta get out of here.
No, I don't
So,
blame you. It's cool. It's nice to get
I
away.
need a bit of sanity so I can unwind, so I don't have to stab anybody anytime soon.
I feel like wherever you go, someone's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, but I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more lax, and then I could be like, okay, I have a little bit of faith.
You're
in
going
humanity.
to. I don't want to say where you're going, but you're going to a state that has
tropical place.
Yeah, and a state that has pulled back on their mask mandate. Correct?
I believe so.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, I don't blame you then.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of it too. Like, I mean, I think everybody is, but nah, it's nice to get away. That's what I want to do. I mean, we're gonna go to Knoebels in a couple months. I think that's all we're gonna do this summer. I wanted to do another vacation, but I think I'm gonna save the money and take 2 next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Well, because we were supposed to go to Jamaica for our 10-year anniversary, and then we were supposed to go for her 40th birthday, and we ended up not. So now we have the money for that trip. So I was like, yo, let's just save that. We'll go next year, and then we'll do another vacation too.
Yeah, I might take a bunch of vacations because I want to not pay that much in taxes, so I need to
Right.
make less.
Right. Fair enough.
My guy Murdoch says, yo, what's up, Murdoch? Go check out his new project. He's out there. He wants to come on. I ain't talked to you about it, but he wants to come on.
More than welcome, sir. We haven't had a guest in a while. I wouldn't mind a guest. And I'm assuming you would actually sit on camera, not like the
Like
last couple
other people?
times. Yeah, they'll sit off camera and talk.
They get
And then it
shot.
looks like we're talking to nobody. And yeah, no, that'd be cool. I'm with it.
Yeah, he got a new John out. He's a
Cool.
good one of the few good artists in the area.
Cool. Then I support him. And he can come on. Come on with it.
What the hell else were we just talking about?
Getting away.
Getting away. Yeah, because I think like the taxes are about to go up again, like next year. So I need to make less because I don't want to keep paying.
Right.
I don't want to keep paying into this shit. It makes no sense. Why are we paying anymore?
I don't know.
They said that they could. The Fed came out and said earlier last year that they have an unlimited amount of money that they can print. So why are we paying you?
If you can just pay yourselves.
Yeah, if you could just keep printing it unlimitedly,
I think
no reason to give you money.
Well, I think if you go that route, it'd probably get bad.
Well, it's already bad. It's terrible.
Yeah, but I don't think making it worse is the solution.
Like 80% of the money in circulation is like printed last year. Like overwhelming majority of it. So you were better off just like canceling everybody's taxes last year when they shut everything down.
No, I mean taxes. Every country works off of taxes. Our tax system sucks. That's the problem.
No,
Like,
but
we need
instead
an
of doing all the
overhaul.
printing, they could have just said, "Hey, this year don't pay us."
Yeah, well, I wish they fucking would.
I think that's what they did in Germany. Like in Germany, they said, "Hey, no income taxes this year."
Well, I mean, this stimulus is kind of like that. These last couple. If you add up all the money that the bottom 80% of Americans got,
Well, half of the country doesn't pay anything. So,
I don't know if that's even true.
It is.
Half the country?
yes.
I don't know.
It's like 40%. It's like damn near half of the country doesn't pay anything.
Yeah, but you got to understand too, like,
And then probably half of that
So, like-
they get money.
so like I know people like older people that are like retired and on fixed incomes, like, and those are a lot of like they make part of the don't pay taxes. They
Right.
don't get fucking stimuluses.
Right.
They don't get a stimulus because they're on fixed income. They're getting their money no matter what.
Yeah.
So nothing happened to them. So as much as like, yeah, you're right. Maybe 40% of the country doesn't pay taxes, but if 15% of that is the elderly, they're not getting stimuluses anyway. So they're not even factoring in the
Yeah.
money that's given out. But my
I know
point
that,
was
but
is
to
that
help
the
the people who needed the
yeah,
money.
and it's also to give people like us a break. Like
It's
we-
not giving us a break though, because we still gotta pay.
I don't know if we're gonna pay it back. I don't know if we're gonna have to pay it back. We didn't pay back the last
Well,
bailout.
no, not pay the stimuluses. I'm saying we still gotta pay the taxes though. I still gotta pay the shit.
Yeah, but like and
I
taxes.
didn't get an equivalent amount back.
And you're right. But that's not by saying let's just abolish tax. I don't know if that's necessarily the right
They
thing.
could have did it for a year.
For
1 year?
a reset.
Yeah, for last
a reset.
year.
I think they should do that with with nation's debt too. Let people that are in debt.
Oh no, for sure. They used to do that.
Student
It
debt
used to
and
been like every 100 years they did a debt
they did
jubilee
a reset. Yeah.
because it gets to a point where the shit is overwhelming, and then you have to go. You know what? We're gonna start over. And then they used to do that all the time.
You need
But
to
now,
restructure it, and that's really where it is, because this country in particular has gotten people are ingrained in this country and grown up to think that the only way to make it is credit, and it kind of is. Like, you can't just go buy a house like you used to. Like,
no, you can't.
It's
impossible.
It is. Like, who can just go and say, I want that house?
Here, I
Here's
have-
$250,000.
Even 50.
Yeah, I know. But houses weren't even that much back then. Like,
No, now.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like,
oh,
hey,
no.
hey,
I
here's
know.
50
I
grand
know.
we saved.
I know.
People don't have that.
I know.
People don't just have an extra 50 grand.
No. Not that we know. But that's my point, that we're the type of people that don't have that type of money, or know people that could even save that type of money, that these stimuluses are for us. We're the ones that earn it. We deserve a fucking break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and like, if
can't
we have
do
to
it.
pay it on the back end, whatever it may be,
The thing
it's
is,
deserved.
too, like,
it's deserved.
Like you were saying with credit, that's what all of the large corporations and shit do, is they get a budget for the year and they get a loan for that entire budget. And then they get that amount of money, and that's on credit, and they pay that off, and then the next year they do the same thing. They get another thing. It's just
Yeah.
they just re-up on their debt every
That
year.
is crazy. You
Every
can buy
year.
debt. Like, so when I first started getting a credit card, I fell behind them on like one of my first credit cards, and my debt hopped from company to company.
Yeah.
Because that's what they'll do. So like, if I owe $500 on something and it's all interest, they'll sell the debt to another company for like $100,
Yeah.
$150.
Yeah, in
And
hopes
then
that
they'll
you pay
call
it.
me
Yeah.
and they'll say, we want $400 now instead of $500.
Right.
So then I get on a payment plan, and they get their $150, $250, whatever, and then it gets sold. It's just a
Yeah.
weird fucking process. Yeah, so
It's insane.
It is. It's a huge racket.
It
It
is.
really is. A lot of things in this country
Everything
is a racket.
is a scam.
It is.
Most
Not
things
a-
are legal
mo-
scams.
Most things are legal scams.
I said this for like probably half of jobs, like realtors, any type of salesman. It's just all middleman scams. You make things more complicated than they need to be so that you justify your job, and then you have this fucking big ass contract for you to buy a house or a car or some shit
that
like that.
piece I agree with, but like you need a realtor. You can't just. You need someone to explain like a house to you and like show you around and know what they're talking
Do
about.
you really?
Like,
Do
yeah.
they really know anything though?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You need an inspector then.
That's to actually
another
check. That's to
middleman.
actually check the house.
Yeah.
But like, here's the other thing though. Like, realtors are the ones that make the offers. Like, I can't just call the owner or whoever has
Right,
the bank.
that's the middleman part of it.
Yeah.
It's like you make the contract so
but you're
insane.
using the bank. Like, if you're the one paying cash, you can be the one to do that. Like, if you're going through a realtor and let's say you need to make a loan, you need that realtor to make the deal in order for you to do that. Now, if you're going to buy a house outright, you can bypass it. You need a realtor to get in the door.
Right, no, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying the job just in general. Like what they do.
I think the realtor job isn't necessarily not needed.
Like they
So
should
when you buy a
they
house,
should
bro,
probably be like a waitress. Like they should work
so
off a tip.
when you buy a house, you're going to have the realtor, you're going to have the person that is representing the agency that you're buying the house from. So like my realtor worked for like Coldwell Banker, but
Right,
the house
they,
I looked
they talk
at.
to each other
I know,
because
bro.
of the complexity of
Yes,
this shit,
okay.
which is unnecessary.
So then you need to have
They
someone
make
that,
it overly complex so that you need
you
them.
have a company that takes care of the title. It's a whole other thing you have to pay.
Yeah.
A company that takes care of the loan. A company that takes care of this, that. That's where the rackets come in.
Yeah.
You should be able to, if you're buying a house or you're taking a loan out, whoever you're taking a loan out from, that's who you deal with, and that's fucking it.
Yeah.
Like
You
they
don't-
have everything.
You don't need like a middleman to go buy something at Target. You know
No.
what I mean? It should be like the same thing buying a house. Like, hey, I like this house. And then the person that you should be paying any type of money to would be like an inspector or some shit like
Bro.
that. Like, hey, check this house out for me.
Signing the papers when I bought my house, and this was only, it'll be 5 years in June, so I'm sure the process hasn't changed much. It was like a fucking book.
I know.
And you signed one, and the one cop, and it was just
All that shit is unnecessary. This shit should be one page with like a sentence that says, "Hey, I own this house.
Here's
Who
the other
owns
thing.
this house?
Here's
Your
the other
name."
thing. You don't have time to process all of that information.
No.
Somewhere in there, you could be signing off, and it can say, "Oh, and by the way, every
We get to chop
every
a-
fourth
should
year
chop
on
your
the
dick
first
off."
Sunday of August, you have to suck a dick."
Right. And then you sign it.
And you sign it, and then you're fucking contractually obligated.
And
to
then they
suck
come to
dick.
you 4 years
Yeah,
later,
they're
like, hey,
remember that contract
you
signed?
got like 4 dicks to
To
suck.
You got some catching up to do, and you're
And
like,
you're like,
oh,
huh?
all right.
No.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, so like you don't have time to process that information either, which I don't think is necessarily fair.
No, the whole thing. That's what I'm just saying.
yeah.
It should be a one paper with one sentence. It should say, who owns this house? And then you sign it.
If you're buying
fine.
it, if there's a loan involved, I understand.
Well,
that-
it shouldn't be that expensive to where you're getting these outlandish loans and shit anyway.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other fucking mound of nonsense as to why
yeah.
it got
So
to be there.
when you buy a house for, let's say, like $150,000, once you pay that house off, you've actually paid about $270,000 for
Right.
the house.
Yeah.
So that's another issue. Like,
Right. It's called usury,
yeah. So like,
which we know who the religion that
but like I
brought
get,
that in.
I get you have to make a return on your investment, but
You don't.
you do. That's how businesses work. If you didn't make any money on your money, or you didn't make
It
any
wasn't
money,
always that way. It's like outlawed in like the Middle East. Like you can't do it.
Well, we shouldn't do
And
anything.
they're very rich.
We shouldn't do anything the Middle East
They have
does.
a lot of money,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they don't do that.
No.
So like that's not. It's not necessarily how businesses could run.
No,
or should run.
they need to. You can't break even in a business, because you have to like pay things.
Well, you have to
and,
like make money moral ways instead of saying.
But look, so like, I mean, I don't like interest is a weird thing. So like when they say you're paying like 2.99%, that's not really true, because if you did the math
like,
on
it's
150
you can't
grand,
pay that number.
yeah. Well, you could 3% of 150,000.
No, but like when you get into decimal
it'd be
points-
$4,500. That's all that would be. 150
into, like,
grand.
decimal
If I
points,
did the
like-
math right, someone check me. But 3%, I believe, is $4,500.
But if it's like
That's it.
3.987,
Yeah.
that's not a real denomination of currency.
No, you could round it into
Right.
that.
But
I
they
know
do
what you
that.
mean.
It's like that's
yeah.
like skimming.
But all that is, it's a weird breakdown, because you're not paying that. You're really paying more than that. You're paying a lot more than that, to be honest. Yeah, it's just
Oh,
it's
for
a whole
sure.
fucking racket. It is.
It's insane.
Because like at least my credit card, like my one credit card, the interest rate's like 30%. So like when I see the interest charge come in, and I don't have much on it anyway, but when I see it, I'm like, all right, it sucks. But like they're at least saying, hey, we're gonna fucking bang you over the head for any money you have on this card.
yeah.
They're at least telling me that. When I
I know.
signed
I got tricked on one of my cards.
when I look at a mortgage, I'm like, oh wow, I'm only paying 3% interest on the 150,000 I borrowed. That's not how that works. There's so many other things. When you look at a mortgage even online, it's going to tell you $500-$600 a month, and then after you add in the property tax and the I think there's like a what is it, the something with the loan where you're a loan interest, PMI, prime mortgage interest, all kinds of different things added in, it goes up $500 or $600 more.
Mhm.
So like when we looked at houses, we were looking at $250,000, $300,000 houses, and then we were making offers like, why is our mortgage like $1,700? We can't afford that shit. And then we were realizing that, oh wow, that they're really gonna bang you over the fucking head. That's the other thing too. If you buy a house outright, you got to pay all the taxes on it every year.
Yeah.
What I do is you have an escrow account, so you pay. Let's say our mortgage is $655 a month, and $300 of that goes into an account. So at the end of the year, when they
Yeah.
come for the taxes, it comes out of that account. It's an
Right.
escrow account. It's a
Yeah.
smart move. But if you own a house outright, you got to pay the taxes. Or if you get a loan for a house, you could get a loan for a house without an escrow account
Yeah.
and just pay the $500-$600 a month. But then you got to pay the taxes every year,
Yeah.
which I'm better off just giving you the money every month. Now, I could theoretically save $300 a month or whatever and just pay it off at the end of the year, but this is much easier. Just roll that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And homeowners insurance, that too.
Yeah, that's not that bad though.
It's cheap. It was actually free because I have 3 cars on my insurance and
Yeah,
3
you
different
bundle
people.
that shit.
When I added it to the bundle, they're
Insurance
like,
is another scam.
yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
It is.
Everything's a fucking.
It is.
scam.
Although at least I don't pay a lot for insurance. I only pay $130 a month for 2 cars fully covered and that's for me and April. So I don't even pay that much. But I used to pay a lot, bro. I used to pay $400 a month for insurance, and my car payment. I should have been whipping a fucking Escalade for that much.
They're gonna. I think the world's gonna come to like your entire life is like insurance like you pay for a subscription to your life, so you pay like one flat fee, and that pays for your everything you want
Right.
to an extent. You know, you're not gonna be Ubering a limo everywhere.
No.
But it'll be like, oh, your cable's included, your phone, because they say your phone's a human right now because they have to propagandize you through somewhere. Your health, home, and all that. Your whole thing is gonna be like, this is set amount of money.
Yeah.
All your shit, your house, your car, everything is one payment.
Yeah. Yeah. That's dude. It's all.
I think that's
wrapped,
what it's
right?
gonna come to.
It might be. I don't know.
By the time your children are 30 or something, they're gonna be like, what? One payment for everything?
I'm more worried about them than anything. Like me, I'll be fine. I'm not worried about me. I got enough money invested that if shit were to go down, I could pull the money out and I'd be okay. And I've been saving up. Good. I'll be all right. Like I'm cool. I'm a pessimist though, or an optimist rather. So I feel like we're gonna be okay. But
I'm a pessimistic optimist.
yeah, okay. All
I'm
right.
like, we're fucked, but we'll be okay, but we're fucked.
Yeah. We've been fucked.
Like
but
if things go to shit, like you're still gonna be okay. Like
shit's-
what's the worst? There's a lot of bad things that could happen.
Oh yeah.
But just say like a Mad Max situation. What's gonna be so bad about it? There's gonna be roving gangs.
Yeah.
Like right now.
I don't know.
It's like, what are you talking about now? You talking about the present?
I don't know if that would ever happen. If that were
It's
happening,
already happening.
yeah, it would, not Mad Max.
No,
bro.
but I'm saying like there's roving gangs, shit going on. They have
been
all
gangs for
autonomous
years.
zones in
Yeah.
certain cities, and there's a lot of shit going on. It's just like when we're in the space we are in the valley, it's like it's pretty calm for the most part.
Yeah, it is.
But
This is just new to us, bro. People, you talk about the Middle East, they've had fucking ISIS and all those other type of fucking factions of we're gonna kill motherfuckers forever. Like they've had those type of militias and gangs forever. So like for us, it's kind of new. For them, for other countries, it's kind of old news, bro.
yeah,
But
that's why you don't want to live there.
Exactly. 1,000% agreed. 1,000% agreed.
Everybody wants to come to
Yeah.
the white people's societies.
Yeah. Well,
We make good societies. What can I say? We're cool people. People want to live around us. It's not a bad thing. But people don't want to go live in other people's societies
well,
for the most part. Unless you are on a tropical island. People always want to live on a tropical island, not because of the society you built, but because tropical islands are nice.
I think you should be able to live anywhere the fuck you want to live.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can though, like
I mean, you can.
yeah, you
but
can
you
like if you
can't.
get a job and relocate to anywhere if you wanted to. In theory,
It's
like, why
more
not?
difficult than
Maybe now, but I mean,
in certain places.
I have
it's
family
more
on my
difficult.
dad's side that they were like, I think I'm gonna work in Paris and found a job.
Yeah,
in
but
Paris and
everybody
moved
can.
there.
I mean,
But,
that's
like,
Europe.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to really do that, you could do that.
A bunch of places.
Why not?
A bunch of places you can't do that.
Yeah, but those are probably the places you don't want to go. Like, oh,
Well, that's what I'm
oh, I
saying.
can't relocate to Saudi Arabia. Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
I know.
But I mean, like other countries, if you really wanted to, in theory, you could go. And like that's the other thing. Like in this country, like the people that are like, oh, if you don't like it here, don't come here. Like, well, it's fucking awesome here. Can you really blame anybody for not wanting to come here? Like we love it here. So how can we be like, why are you coming here? Remember, we love it here.
Well,
Hello?
it's not why. Well,
You know?
it kind of is.
No,
why.
it is why. It is
There
why.
is a why.
It's why. It's why. It's not how. People. It's not the how. It's why.
There is a how also.
Oh, for sure. But the why is the bigger issue. It's not the how. It's the why.
I know. And then you have to answer.
And it should be the how.
Well, there's multiple whys.
Yeah.
Then you have to answer the why. Why?
Because it's great here. It's better than any other country that you're going to. The people that are
No, not
fleeing their
that.
country,
Why?
they're fleeing because it sucks there, obviously. And if
Well, they get brought here. I have this graphic, this video graphic, right, that shows you the immigration through all the years, like up until today, and how it has shifted countries every time, and like since like I don't know, since like the 90s, I think it is. It's been like all Mexico, like overwhelmingly from Mexico. And it's just like an unnatural thing.
well, it sucks
that you
there.
see.
The country's being taken over by the cartel.
No,
Who
but
wants
it's
to
not
live
like
there,
it was
you know?
better in the 80s or some shit like that.
Maybe it was.
when
Like
you
that's
see-
we don't know that.
It wasn't. Or any time before that, from 1700 to 1980. It wasn't better than it is now there. So you just see this unnatural, overwhelming migration of people
Well, I mean,
that is, it can't be anything other than that being allowed and other places being restricted. You know what I mean?
either that or they're fucking attached to us.
Well, yeah, they are.
They're super close. Like
But
if you're a Mexican, you're like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Where am I gonna go? South or north?
No, it makes sense that would be.
It's the only option. You're not going to South America.
No, but what I'm explaining is that is being allowed while other places are being restricted. Because it's so overwhelming that before, most of the immigration was, you'd see through the years, most of it was like Germany and Ireland and
Yeah.
shit like that. And that was the overwhelming people coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like zero Mexico coming in. And then over time, you see different ones coming up in the ranks and shit, and more people coming in. It's pretty crazy. I got to show it to you.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but like if you think about it in theory, bro, like Mexico is like, wow, look at all these other countries coming to America. We're fucking attached to them. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's common sense. It is.
It's just an unnatural amount.
I don't know.
It's pretty crazy.
I mean,
Like, we've lived through now, like, the largest human migration in human history.
well, that's what this country is.
No, that we've lived through now, not like the founding of America. Like, during our lifetime, this has happened. The largest ever. That's crazy.
I mean, we're great, and we're connected to them. And Canada's awesome. That's why Canadians are not fleeing over here. They're
Well,
not coming over here in droves.
I don't think they can come over anymore.
They're They can sneak over if they wanted to too.
Yeah, but all their good cities are like right along the border.
Yeah.
They might as well be America.
I mean, Canada is just the nicer version.
Nobody's going to like northern Canada. Like, hey, I want to go there.
It's kind of like what I'm trying to say about Mexico. Like, I'm not going down there. Nope. I'm going up.
Nobody's going to Mexico.
I'm going
either.
up.
I mean, unless you're a criminal, then you're like, yeah,
Seriously,
Mexico.
that's
I'm
the
going.
only person on earth that would flee to Mexico.
I'm
or criminals.
going to Mexico.
That's the first place they want to go. It's another country, and they're attached to us. They're not going to Canada. Nobody ever says I'm running to Canada.
Hey, I'm going to Ontario.
No. They're
Or,
going to go, why? I'm going to Ottawa. For what? On purpose? Like, you want to go there?
I probably want to go there
I
now.
wouldn't mind going there. But you and I
Not
are
now.
similar in that.
Not
you know,
now.
I like the cold.
Canada's like insane right now with the government. I'm not
Really?
going there. Yeah, like way more insane than we are.
Canada. I like Canada.
There's mad Frenchmen up there, and I'm not too fond of them.
Not too fond of the French.
Yeah, no.
But they're white.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's right up your alley, bro.
I'm like really focused on like just like Germanic people.
Yeah, I see that. I can see that.
Other than
I
that,
don't get it. I have like this really like laser focus on one type of person. I don't
yeah.
know.
What do you say? Other ones, I think like the founding Americans when they first started the United States and shit, they considered the Germans a swarthy people.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't like us.
All right.
We're very pale.
Right.
So I don't know.
I don't know, but
It was like Italians.
there's
They didn't,
also dark Germans.
they didn't
too.
like Italians really. They didn't like Irish. It was just like English.
don't
You
like
know,
Irish
who
either.
likes the English that much?
True
either.
that.
I mean, if we have to pick,
Between the four of them,
yeah,
Italians,
we can live amongst them.
the English.
Yeah.
Who else did you say?
I mean, we speak English.
We do.
So
True that.
we kind of have a bias
have an
towards
in,
them.
yeah.
You're like, you guys, we speak the same language. All right, it's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
Touche.
It's fine. As long as you're not a dirty Frenchman. The French suck, bro.
I don't know. They don't have very
Or
many
the
qualities.
Spanish. The Spanish, we're here too. A lot of the Spanish people. The white Spanish people.
The white Spanish people.
Yeah. The original Spanish people.
The white ones.
Yeah. They were here. That was like Florida. New Orleans was French. I mean, not
Yeah,
New Orleans,
still.
Louisiana.
Yeah. I'd love to
That
go
whole
there.
side.
Someone I know was just there last week, and they were like, it's the best city they've ever been to.
New Orleans?
Yep.
I don't know.
I'd love to check
Seems
it out.
kind of sketch.
Yeah, but good point. Does seem a little sketchy. I still want to go though.
It's a bit sketchy down
It's
there.
on my bucket list.
I would like, I like the cities as they are. Like, I like architecture. I'm a fan of that
Me
type
too.
of shit.
Me too. That's why I like going to DC.
Yeah.
I could just walk around the city all day and just be like, yo, look at that fucking building. How long do you think it took that guy to sculpt that one fucking thing on the side right there? And there's 37 of them.
It's
Like,
insane.
That's crazy.
You can't build things like that anymore.
No.
Nobody has the skill, number one.
No. They would overcomplicate it. They'd use fucking machines.
All they
Something
build
would be
is
wrong.
squares now.
Yeah.
They're like, what is it? There's a curve there?
Even the Allentown post office, inside it,
Yeah.
the artwork that's up above each archway is fucking amazing, and each fucking tile on the floor is different. Like,
Yeah. I went to the castle that dude who did the tiles.
yeah,
They have like little swastikas
Yeah,
in them.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a fan.
I know. No, but the architecture there is phenomenal. Like even the stairways
Oh, yeah.
and the doors, just everything. It's
This,
cool.
this is
That
why I
old
have a
shit's
problem
great.
with people who talk about like slaves built America and like pyramids and shit like that. It's like, no, they didn't. Slaves don't do quality work like that. You can't get them to build the fucking post office or the shit
Well-
inside or those statues or pyramids. Like they do shoddy work.
I made this argument with somebody about the Egypt having slaves build the pyramid too, and I don't think slaves built it. I think they used slaves for the shittiest labor
Right.
building it.
Yeah, they're like pole stuff.
But think about 5,000, however long ago was they built
They're
the
like not
pyramids?
like making a level. They're not making sure the floor is level.
Yeah, no, not even that, bro. Thousands of years ago when they built the pyramid, when the king of that area of Egypt said, we're going to build a fucking pyramid.
Right.
In the morning when you woke up, what do you think you're going to do? Let's go build the pyramid.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody just went and built the fucking pyramid.
Yeah.
What else did you have to do? I'm sure the bakers still baked.
Yeah, it
and
took dedication. Like that was their thing.
we're gonna go build this we're gonna build this shit out of this pyramid.
And make it amazing.
Yes. Now
Because-
the slaves will bring us the stones and they'll do all that hard work.
Especially
But-
in it. Say you were to do that today. Like you would have to get everybody on to have this goal and be like, you can't have a bunch of people like how much am I getting paid to do this?
There's too many
Because
distractions
you can't,
now.
You can't.
There's too many
you can't be
questions.
paid enough to do shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you look at the church, there's this church that I really like, and like it's stories high, and like there's like 4 statues along one like pillar
Yeah.
that are super intricate, and
Yeah.
there's like 1,000
Yeah.
of them.
Yep.
Like, to do that in today's money, that thing would cost, I don't know,
You can even put a number on it.
$3 trillion.
They said that if
It would cost the budget of like 100 cities.
they said if they tried to do Mount Rushmore today, it would be over $3 billion.
Yeah.
And to do it back then, it was like 80 million.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, but too many distractions, too many hands in the fucking cookie jar.
Yeah.
That's my point. Back then, the guy's like, "Oh, why would they build a pyramid?" I'm like, "What the fuck else do they have to do?"
They had
He's like,
different-
"Nah, they were all slaves." I'm like, "All right, so let me get this straight. You mean to tell me a king and all his people just went around town, knocked on doors, and said, 'You all are slaves. Now you're gonna build a pyramid?'" And they're like, "Okay, we'll do a great job." No,
Yeah, no.
no,
We don't know shit about angles.
yeah, no, dumbass. Yes, they had slaves, and they made the
Or
slaves do the shit work.
geopolymers. We don't know nothing
But
about
they-
that, but we're
they-
going to go do it.
Everybody worked on that shit for mad long because what the fuck else is there to do in Egypt thousands of years ago?
You can't do that type of shit with chains around your ankles.
Also, not something. Who's making the chains anyway? You having
Yeah.
slaves
Who's
make their
making
own
the-
chains?
making their
Make your
chains?
chains. Who's making their chains
Who's
for
making
them?
the chains?
I need to know this.
That's another slavery misconception that a lot of people have is a lot of the times back in the day, people sold their self into slavery because they didn't know how to feed themselves or something like that, or they didn't have a house to stay in.
Right.
Because back in those days, if you didn't know how to do those things like feed yourself or farm or build your own house, you just didn't have a house or food.
That's a shitty way to.
So you would go to a place like say we would lived in Mad Max time tomorrow,
Right.
and everybody was like out on the street, and all the Wegmans and shit are out of food. They've been ransacked and everything. You would eventually go to like a farmer's house, like, hey, I will work for you if I can have living quarters and
Yeah.
some food.
Yeah.
And you sell yourself to that
Yeah.
person until you can get back on your feet.
You whore
learn-
yourself.
Yeah, you would.
I'll do anything you want
Yeah.
for some food and a place to stay.
And that's how it went for a lot of things, especially with like indentured servitude from like the Irish to America and
Yeah.
shit. They sold themselves into slavery to come to America to work for somebody because they didn't, and then they come here and they try to work it off. And a lot of them died in like a couple days or months or some
It's
shit.
a shitty way to go out.
But things were that desperate to where they're like, I'll do whatever for some food and shelter.
I'll do whatever.
Yeah, I'll fucking whack you off behind the shack.
Give you a hand DJ real quick. Whatever
Yeah.
you need, just tell me.
When things get like that, that's the way life is.
That's what you got to do sometimes. Sometimes you got to jerk somebody
You
off.
gotta whack a dude off in the shed sometimes if you want to live.
If you want something to eat, you got to whack somebody off, all right?
Yeah.
Get over it.
No lotion. There's no more lotion.
I'm the dude with no lube. Trust me.
He knows.
I know. It's part of my moniker. That's a great way to cap it. We'll keep it short here. 40 minutes. You good with that?
Yeah, we can do that. It's 9 o'clock.
Because we're about to watch this fight. I think Masvidal's going to get him this time.
He's a Russian guy.
Nah, Masvidal's Spanish.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't like him anymore.
He was a Trump supporter.
That's okay.
All right, maybe I like him
If
again.
he's still a Trump supporter, he's
Then he's stupid.
fucking retarded. God damn. I get it up until a point. If you're still one now, you're a fucking idiot. Bro.
Yeah. He's a con man.
He sold you down the
Yeah.
river.
Yo, everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
I voted for the guy.
I know. Yeah.
Not after that. I would never trust him again
No.
in my life.
No.
It's all right. Some people don't get it.
Nope. It's all right, man.
He was the better option. To me, it's not looking good right now. But
Yeah.
whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, fuck him.
Doesn't bother me either way.
Exactly. We're good either way. We're
fine.
good either way. Exactly, man. Exactly. All right, guys.
All right.
We'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right.
Bye.